Hello and welcome to my podcast. Ooh, is that gonna be my intro? Okay, this is exciting. I had just dreamed of having a podcast for so long, and goals are being reached today, people. Dreams are happening. You know what? Okay, so any hammering you're hearing is my mom trying to put together an IKEA table or something. And if you also hear screams or just shouts, that's her also trying to still put it together. Anyway, so this is exciting. I'm so excited to do this because I love podcasts. It's just all friends coming together, having conversations, learning things. I just love giving my opinion when they're talking with each other. It's just like, it's real friendship. They don't know that I exist. I'm not in the room with them, but it is just good friends hanging out. So that's what I want to do because I just love that stuff. Usually I'm just talking to myself when I have like epiphanies and things like that. So then I'll bring it to my friends and they will help me understand my thinking and really just actually give a lot more profound and better thoughts to kind of help me realize like, oh, that is so much better than what I was thinking. So I just start it. I start the thoughts and then they finish with just a better, just a good thing. So I hope to bring my friends on. I know that my bestie Hannah will be here. She's so funny and just an intellectual and brings so much to the table. She's so smart. I leave every conversation just feeling good and feeling at least 50% smarter smarter than when I came. So she's amazing. Cannot wait. We have good conversations. Can't wait for you to hear. And I'm excited for this year and what, this podcast will bring, what conversations will be sparked and ideas will happen. I'm excited to be doing something that God has put on my heart to do. Finally, I'm just pumped. Yes, so I'm excited. So let's start this first one. I've already started, so I'm gonna also do another intro to my first. This one is about realizing things in 2018. Okay, do we remember Kylie Jenner when someone asked her maybe her New Year's resolutions or something a couple years ago? Honestly, I'm very bad with like time too, because I thought that I was in trivia and I thought that Dick Clark died in like 2015, but he died in 2012. Can you believe that? I'm so bad with time because I'm sure they probably asked Kylie her New Year resolution at like I don't know, 2014 or something, and to me it was like last year. What? Anyway, so for all those who don't know, they asked her, I think, her New Year resolution or something like that, and she said, I just feel like this year my friends and I we're realizing things. It was the most profound statement it was earth-shattering, okay? And okay, at the time, she was a ding-dong, and we were all thinking the same thing, like, oh, Kylie. What? But now I like I said, it was earth shattering, and we did not give her enough credit. Because what? We're realizing things so much. It's crazy. Every time Hannah's just like, every time I say I'm realizing things, Hannah's like, I'm just realizing things. And it hits me every time. I'm like, Kylie, how did you know? How did you do it? Okay, so it's only been 9 days in January and I'm already realizing things. It's wild. Okay, so, yes. Okay, one of the first things that I'm realizing is everything that we go through, everything in this life has purpose. It is not a waste. Like, for example, I recently went on a job, and it was my dream job. I was motivational speaking. That's what I went to school for. Are you joking me? And sometimes I don't even realize that I did that. And people are like, you did that. And I'm like, I did do that. That's crazy. Yeah, so I went to California, which was wild, just a leap of faith. And I went through the US, toured through the US, and gave anti-bullying and character building motivational talks to kids. What? That's crazy. But during it, I didn't feel that it was, I was fulfilling any dreams. Because it was a tough time. Because let me tell you, working and being with someone 24/7 who is not the love of your life is not good. I don't even think I could do it with the love of my life. 24/7? Come on, son. But because my boss even told me that people come in there, they've come into that job as best friends and left as arch enemies. Because I don't think that we were meant to be with someone 24/7, especially if you're not vibing with them. Like, if you're, it's a lot. It's a lot. So it was tough. And I was like, God, what? Because I came out of it feeling like just not a good version of myself. I felt just not good. I'm not lying to you. I got super depressed. I got PTSD, honestly. Because I was in a relationship in that time, and it didn't last. So I was just out of it, and I was like, what was the point of any of this? Because I felt like a worse version of myself, and like maybe the worst things happened to me. So I was like, why? Which, that's a stretch. That's stupid. But I was just like, why was I in this season? For what? Did I learn anything? Did I improve myself? Because I didn't feel that. I felt worse. I felt like a lesser version of myself. I just felt bad. But I'm seeing that is not true. Like, everything that we go through is training. Like, it's training us to be better versions of ourselves. And it's training us for, I don't know, even something in the future that God has for us. So, like, this one might have been a bad thing for me, but maybe it was training me for something, like, that I'm going to come into in the future, to be on my own. And when I don't know. I don't have any answer for that, but, like, I know that it was, like, everything that we go through is just growing us to be better versions of ourselves. It's teaching us things. And maybe we don't realize it in the moment because you're so focused on, like, why is this happening to me? Or, like, this is hard and I want to get out. But after you're out of it, like, it takes me a while too to see the lessons and to see the growth. But I see it, man. Like, that relationship was good, but and I came out of it sad that it was over, and like sad that the job wasn't what I thought it was. And I was just like, why? But I'm seeing so many benefits from it, like so many skills that I got from that job and that I didn't even know that I had before the job, but I saw just from the job and just even personal development, growing in myself and growing in confidence just from that relationship, and growing out of my insecurities and growing into this person that God made me to be, and growing in my faith even after that job and after that relationship, growing even harder in my faith toward God, and running towards Him after that. And I don't know, man, I'm just seeing that like nothing is wasted, and God never leaves you in anything. He's always there, and He's like your coach, like okay, just like I'm picturing, like if you're struggling in, I don't know, like a race or something, he's the coach that's, right, running beside you, pushing you, telling you can do it. And He's also running with you, maybe even, struggling with you, because He's in it too. He's in it with you. And I don't know, but the thing is, like, He's not leaving you. He never left. And He doesn't want you to stay there. He's seeing the finish line, and He wants you to get through that, and He wants you to get through with Him. And because He knows, He is the one thing that knows you can do it, because He knows what's at the end, and what the purpose of all this is. So while we're in it, it seems like, why? But then once you're out of it, you're like, oh, wow. So like 2017 was tough because those seasons were long and hard. But I'm also just so grateful for all of it. I'm so grateful for like people were tough, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what they taught me, and I'm grateful for all of the teaching and all of the growing, because I feel like I'm just stronger and just even a better version of me. I'm not the best version of me, but I'm getting there. And so I'm thankful, very grateful, because everything in this life is purposeful. Everything we go through is not a waste. Okay, this kind of goes along with it. But another thing that I'm realizing is that it is so important who you're surrounding yourself with. Because whomever you surround yourself with, they're gonna rub off on you, and you kind of morph into them. You know what I'm saying? So if someone's a little lazy, you're gonna end up being a little lazy without realizing it. So it's important to kind of surround yourself with people who are gonna motivate you, and who see the best in you, and see kind of how God sees you, and will help you not stay where you are, but just go on your way to just always being better and striving towards Jesus, because He's the ultimate goal, right? So let me just cough into the mic. But man, like, I don't know, I'm just like so thankful for my friends. I'm so grateful for them and the people that God put in my life, because like He just knows us, doesn't He? He just knows us. It's just amazing. Because I've gotten really into the Enneagram. Okay, you gotta get on that, guys. It's incredible. Still reading that book. I'm not really done, but I don't know what it's called. But it's by Ian Crone. And I found out that I'm an Enneagram number 9, which they have good things, but bad things, like all of us. But something like, I knew that I was number 9 because it says that they don't really see that they make a mark on the world, like their opinions don't really matter. They're like, they'll just do whatever everybody else wants. They don't really, they're not important enough. And like, I'm not putting it in a good sense. It's not a good way to describe 9, but that's what hit me, because that's how I always feel. That's like my insecurity. I also, I love being vulnerable, so you're gonna know a lot about me and maybe get uncomfy because it's so vulnerable, but that's just me. So, anyway, um, but yeah, so, but then God is so cool because he wants to counteract that, because I feel like that's our sinful nature, obviously, because that means that we're missing the mark of God and how he made us, because first he made us perfect and then sin entered us. So I feel like which is what the Enneagram talks about in the Christian's perspective, is that we have these strengths, but then our weaknesses, obviously. And so those are kind of like our sins, our downfalls. So that is mine, one of my biggest ones. But God, like I was saying, God counteracted those by giving me an amazing circle of people who they just see the potential in me, and they see it's like they see all of the things that I can be, whereas I just don't. I don't see whatever God's greatness that he put in me. I just it's hard for me to see that. And if I'm rejected in any way, or I just lose motivation on anything, then I easily just go to sleep. That's why it took me so long to start this podcast, because I had the enemy in with a mask of just a person that I know in my life. Their face was on him, saying oh, you can't do that, no one's gonna want to listen to that, you can't do that, how are you gonna upload it, how are you gonna put it on, you can't do that, it's too much work. Or even jobs, I know that I have the skills to do it, and my friends tell me that I have the skills to do it, but yet there's this one face, which is the enemy, saying, you can't do that, no one's gonna want to hire you, you can't do that. So I just don't. So I just go to sleep and I make excuses and I think I'm unqualified. But God gives us people that he speaks through. That's him. I know that's him. Just speaking through them, saying what? You can do it. You're great. This is how you're impacting me. Or this is how you impact others. You have a purpose. You are special to this world. And God didn't make you to not be something, He didn't make you to just be complacent. And yeah, so it's just so important who you have around you. Shout out to one of my best, Annie, who's just the most amazing person. She's so inspiring, and one time I was just, I feel like I've never been so down. And I talked with her, and she just gave me this speech, and it was okay, this is God in Annie form. She was just saying hey, I believe in you, and I believe that you can do all these things, and you have the ability to do whatever God placed in your heart. I'm probably paraphrasing, but anyway, I believe in you, and you have people who love you, who believe in you, and they want to see you succeed. So do you believe in you? Because you need to believe in you. Because here's your push, is what I was hearing. Here's your push. Now you just need to follow through and get up. And oh my gosh, it was crazy. If I didn't have those people in my life, where would I be? I don't know. I don't know where I would be. I don't know what I would be doing, but it would not be good. But ooh, how dark did this get? Okay, here's a little sidebar. I think it's so great to be super joyful and constantly encourage and just be inspirational and influencing whatever and all that stuff. But I don't, I just realized another realizing thing. Oh, another realizing thing. I'm just realizing that I am not that way. I love to be happy. I love being joyful, but I'm also seeing that that's not normal to do that every day, because even the happiest people have really sucky, like just dumb things that happen. And so I'm going to make it, I don't know, I'm just over that I need to portray being happy and that life is good always, and then hide that maybe I'm sad in order for others to like me or for others to listen to what I have to say or something. Like, that's not real. Why would I act as if I'm real and then not be real? What? Like, everybody has bad days. Why is that wrong? Everyone has anyway, that was a tangent. Anyway, I'm just saying that probably sometimes randomly this will get like deep and maybe even a little sad or something, but it doesn't mean that I'm sad, okay? It's just real. Like, I'm just a human who has thoughts and emotions, and I'm not going to try to hide that. I don't think you should either. Okay, I think I wrote down a list of all these things that I'm realizing, but I can't remember where it is. So I'm just going to say, last thing that I'm realizing is that it is important to affirm and just constantly positive talk, positive self-talk, whatever. Like, it's just so important, because we can, like, you have no idea, like, what is sticking in your mind and what, like, your mind is processing throughout the day, and usually it's a lot of negative stuff. And I have a lot of trouble with thinking negative things about myself that are just completely untrue, but it's like these little insecurities that are just louder than the truth. So I'm starting to give myself a lot of positive self-talk, which is honestly, whenever like something bad or some like insecurity or whatever comes in your head, where you just knock that down with the truth that you know is the truth. And so now I'm writing Bible verses anywhere I can see them, which I used to think was so dumb because they never stayed in my head. I never even looked at them, even though they're right in front of my face. But I'm doing it. Like, even if I read it once, like, it's there and it's a good reminder, at least, like, if you do need it. And like, through repetition and through routine, it'll like stay in your mind more. But it's just so important to combat those negative thoughts with God's truth, because it's from His Word, and His Word is that absolute truth, so you know that He's not messing with you, and He doesn't, that's the coolest thing, is that He knows, like, the world is not how He created it to be, so He knows we're gonna have troubles. Jesus even said that, so it's so important to set our minds on what is above, because that is good and that is love. And so so it's just good to affirm ourselves and to know, like, the truth of ourselves, because when I was I don't know, I have trouble believing what other people believe about me to be true, because then I kind of make other people's opinions my identity rather than, like, my identity in the Lord, and so that wasn't good. So now I'm trying to, like, erase people's opinions of me, whatever they are, and, like, be grounded in the truth. And it really helps you. It just, like, it's crazy. It sounds so stupid because obviously we've been told that our whole lives, but, like, did we ever do it? At least for me, did I ever really, like, follow through with that? No, obviously not, because then I wouldn't be this insecure. But I say that I'm so insecure, and I'm not really. It's just, I just have a problem of wanting to be liked. Ugh, humans. Anyway, but then is that also tangents? I just don't know if that's my real problem, because I would not be the way that I am and be so bold to say things if that were completely true. But anyway, oh, there's the hammering again. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, whenever, like, I'm feeling like, here's an example, that I'm dumb whenever I start jobs, because I have so many questions, I don't know what I'm doing. But if I keep thinking, like, oh, I'm so stupid for asking this question, then I'm going to feel like I'm dumb, and I'm not going to ask any more questions, and I'm not going to get anything right. But if I do ask a question and I say, oh, I'm so dumb, and then I stop that thought and I say, no, you're smart for asking this question, because now you know the right answer, and you're not going to do it, and you're not going to do it wrong next time. So you're smart for asking that question. Like, just even that is so simple, because you stopped that negative talk to yourself and you brought in the truth. So I don't know, it's just good stuff, like, especially just seeing it visually, like, even just like even your resolutions or something, like, just seeing that visually written out, it like helps you to I don't know, get that started and do it. And so if you write out, like, your affirmations, then it just helps you to kind of believe it more, I guess. That might not be science, but it does for me, at least, like, just writing it out, because then I'm like, yes, I am these things, yes, God, and it's just great. So, like, and even your friends, like, if you text them and you're like, hey, today's not a good day, do you guys have any verses, like, to help encourage? If they're your right people that you're surrounding yourself with, they'll help you, no problem, because they want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you having a bad day. And, like, I know from my friends, they do not like their people feeling bad about themselves, because they don't see that bad in them. So why would they want them to think these lies, like, if those people aren't seeing any of the lies that you're believing, why would they let you believe those lies in yourself? No. So always, ask your friends for encouragement, because they love that, because encouraging others helps you be encouraged. And write out your affirmations. Find things that, because you're good at things, that you bring something to the table, right? So write that out. Write out what you're good at. Write, things that you believe in yourself, and you'll begin to believe them and know that they're truth. And if you do have this lie going in your head all the time, find the verse that combats that, and you won't have that lie anymore, because you'll know the truth, and you'll keep repeating that truth in your head. So I'm just realizing positive self-talk is a thing, and it's huge, and it will change you for the better. Okay, guys, that was my podcast, my first one. What the heck is up? I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys, learned a lot of things, realized a lot of things. Maybe you'll think of a list of things that you're realizing. Let me know. Hit me up. Maybe I'll get, like, a website started. I haven't really thought this far ahead about this, but you can hit me up on what did I just do? Did I throw up in my mouth? You can hit me up on Twitter at Alexis is funny. I temporarily disabled my Instagram, because I just didn't make me feel good. So temporarily disabled. But I got my Twitter, got my Facebook. Do not get on Facebook at all, actually. So really just my Twitter. I hope that you guys did enjoy this, and whatever you're doing, driving, doing laundry, boxing, anyway, I just am really happy that you're here, and I'm really, really happy that you're listening. That's amazing. Love you so much. Next time, hopefully my girl Hannah will be with me. We'll be talking, chatting away. She'll bring all her insights. It'll be amazing. So yes, thank you so much. Have the best day of your life. Bye.